Hello friends, in this video we are going to discuss one important topic from biotechnology, uh, that is immunology. First of all, what is meant by immunology? One thing, this will be the first part of immunology. Second part will come soon, in which it will mainly deals with uh, immune response, means how immunity works. So what is meant by immunology? Just split this immunology word into two parts, immuno and logy. Logy means study, and immuno, that means immunity. Immunity means body's defense mechanism against foreign particles which enters our body. So overall, immunology means study of immunity. As we know, the immunity involves our mainly antibodies, then macrophages, neutrophils, and many more. So this is general introduction about immunology, means its definition, study of immunity. And immunity means body's defense mechanism against foreign particle which enters into body. It may be any foreign particles or living organisms like bacteria. So now immunity is divided into two types of immunity: natural immunity and acquired immunity. Natural means it is gained from parents, means it is genetic, means it is transferred from mother to fetus during pregnancy only. Then next comes acquired immunity, means it is developed after the birth. And one main thing, that it is developed without vaccines. The best example is chicken pox, because we don't take a vaccine of chicken pox. But first time when chicken pox occurs, our body develops antibodies against chicken pox, and due to which second time, even though our body encounters with the chicken pox, it may easily tackle that antigens, and effect is not shown, means second time chicken pox cannot occur to that specific individual. So this was first acquired active immunity, and second is acquired passive immunity. It is developed with vaccine. Best example currently is COVID-19, which includes Covaxin or Covishield. And one of the famous campaign of government of India, that is polio vaccine, which is given through oral route. So this was overall introduction about immunology and immunity. Immunity is of two types: natural immunity and acquired immunity. Natural means gained from parents, it is genetic. Then acquired means acquired active immunity and acquired passive immunity. These are gained after the birth. So acquired means without vaccine, and acquired active means without vaccine, and acquired passive means developed after administration of vaccine. Then next part comes the structure of antibody. So first of all, what is meant by antibody? It is the main functional unit of our immune system. It is proteinous in nature. So there are two strands. This yellow strands means heavy chain, and this blue means light chain. So this both the heavy chains are attached through bisulfide bridge or sulfide bridge or disulfide bond, and the junction of light chain and heavy chain, at the light chain and heavy chain at the upper top, it is known as paratop. Actually paratop is combination of two fab. First of all, combination of light and heavy chain is called fab, and as shown in picture, it is Y shape. So this upper two collectively known as paratops, means two fabs are collectively called as paratops. Fab, it is different for every antigen, means I have given example of chicken pox. So when first time body encountered with chicken pox, body develops antibodies against that antigens, and develops, it may be like shape. Just for example, see, if this is the shape of chicken pox antigen, so the antibodies will be developed in this shape, and whenever it comes into encounter, body can easily tackle and defense mechanism get activated. So first of all, this was fab. Then upper two collectively fabs are called paratops, and this lower region, as indicated in blue circle, it is Fc region, that is means fragment constant region. So some features about paratops, that is on antigens, like as shown in this figure, this is antigen and this is antibody. So our upper region of antibody is known as paratops, and while the upper region of antigen is known as epitopes. So the binding between paratops and epitopes occur. As soon as this binding occurs between paratops and epitopes, this lower region, Fc regions, releases chemotactic substances which are responsible for further mechanism that we will see in next video. So this is overall structure of antibody, like just quick revision. Two chains are there, heavy chains and light chain. Then two heavy chains are attached by bisulfide bridge. Then light bridge and light chain and heavy chain collectively known as Fab at upper region, and two Fabs are collectively known as paratops. And the binding between epitopes and paratops takes place. Epitopes means the fragments which will come from antigen. Binding site of antigen is known as epitope. Then lower region was Fc region. As soon as the binding between antigen and antibody takes place, Fc regions or tail region releases chemotactic receptor. Then next come types of antibodies. We have seen the structure of antibodies. Now there are mainly 5 antibodies. Just remember through this one word gum, they means in Hindi gum, and they means give. So in this video we will not discuss about antibody D because it don't have that much information in order for GPAT. So we will only discuss about antibody G, then A, M and E. So first come IgG. So why they are named Ig? Actually they are immunoglobulins, means it is type of protein, therefore they are named as Ig and G. And why they are named as IgG, IgM, we will see in end of this video. So number of Ig units are only one, means only this Y, only Y will present. Then next there are main two characteristic of IgG. So remember through this one word God. So God, it is most abundant, means it is present everywhere. Then through God remember mother, means it is the only antibody that is transferred from mother to fetus. So in order to remember two main characteristic, remember God. One first characteristic is most abundant, and next is mother. We say God could be not everywhere, so God has created mother, just like this to remember. Then another characteristic regarding IgG is there are four types of isoform: IgG1, IgG2, G3 and G4, among which IgG2 is the only immunoglobulin antibody G which cannot crosses placenta, so due to which it is cannot transferred from mother to fetus. So just remember one most important part regarding IgG, it is transferred from mother to fetus. So next antibody come IgA. There are two immunoglobulins units are present, like as this image indicates, and this yellow region means these two immunoglobulins are attached through this J protein, which I have indicated in yellow circle. Then there is only one point to remember in IgA, it is releases in body secretion, means like milk, sweat or oily secretion of our body. Next come IgM, it is pentameric. This animation will help, like 5 units are combined and center unit, that is J protein. In order to remember the characteristic of IgM, just remember one word from Hindi, महान. So महान लोग क्या करते हैं? इट इज़ द फर्स्ट एंटीबॉडी रिलीज इन इन्फेक्शन. मतलब जब भी कुछ कहीं पे होता है तो महान लोग सबसे पहले आते, तो इसलिए याद रखना, फर्स्ट एंटीबॉडी इज रिलीज इन इन्फेक्शन. सेकेंड कम्स, it is first antibody synthesized by fetus. Means first was transferred from mother to fetus was IgG, while the first antibody that fetus will only synthesize will be IgM. And third point come, it has highest molecular weight among these all antibodies. So just remember IgA, IgM. In IgA there is only one important point, it is released in body secretion, while in IgM there are nearly 4 important points, like it is pentameric, then it is first release in infection, means whenever body will encounter through any infection, it will be the first antibody that will be released against that infection. Or and second point comes, it is first antibody synthesized by fetus and it has highest molecular weight. Then comes IgE. There is only one unit present, like this Y. Then in order to remember one important characteristic of IgE, remember one word from Hindi, masti, but spelling of our masti is somewhat different. Masti, MAST, and capital E for IgE. Then when it is bind to mast cell, then it shows allergic reaction, means IgE is present on mast cell, and we all know mast cell are responsible for allergic reaction. In bracket we have intentionally indicated at E because in order to remember IgE and allergic reaction, actually it is allergic, but in order to remember it is, we have done it, make it allergic. So antibody that present on mast cell is IgE. So 2 important points we will discuss here. First, remember GM means IgG and IgM. Just remember one trick, general manager means GM gives complement, means it is the antibodies responsible for complementary activation, means IgG and IgM. General manager gives complement. Just remember this, it will help to remember for long time. Then MD, here remember MD sir बुरे है because it is present on B cells. बुरे है for B cells. We know B cells are the one of the important cell of immunity. There are mainly 2 cells, T cells and B cells, means T lymphocyte and B lymphocyte. So B are one of the cell from our immune system. So remember MD sir बुरे है. So these are the two antibodies that are present on B cells, while on mast cell IgE were present. So this was 2 important points. Then next come classification of antibodies on the basis of their heavy chain. This part will help you why they are named as IgG, IgA, then IgM. So here are 3 columns. First is Ig, that means antibody, then heavy chain and light chain. Heavy chain that we have indicated in diagram in yellow color, while light chain was indicated in blue color. So first antibody come IgG and its heavy chain is gamma. So therefore IgG, first letter of gamma, and therefore it is named as IgG. Then next come IgA, so A for alpha, then IgM, M for mu, then IgD, D for delta. This D don't have that much important points in point of GPAT, so therefore we have not discussed. Next and last come IgE, epsilon is the heavy chain present, therefore E for epsilon and therefore IgE. So light chain is common for all the 5 antibodies. It may be either kappa or lambda. This like kappa and lambda. So this is the overall about classification on the basis of heavy chain. First is IgG. Heavy chain will be gamma. IgA heavy chain will be alpha. Then IgM heavy chain will be mu. Then IgD heavy chain will be delta. Then IgE heavy chain will be epsilon, and all the 5 will have same light chain, either kappa or lambda. So in this video we have overall discuss about immunology, introduction to immunology and immunity. That means study of immunity is known as immunology. Then types of immunity, natural and acquired immunity. After that, structure of antibodies, then types of antibodies, and in last part we have seen about classification on the basis of heavy chain. And this was the first video from immunology. In next part we will discuss about immune response, means how body shows response when any foreign particles enters our body, means how this epitopes and what happens after epitopes and paratopes binding. That we will see in next part.